Hi everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thank you for watching today. This week's scrapbook page is one of me and my husband when we visited the bird park in Malaysia in, oh gosh, it's about 2014. So yes, a bit old this one. I'm using the papers from first edition. It's the botanical collection. I wanted something with obviously trees and lots of leaves because that's what the bird park is like. It was fun. It was something different. We got to see lots of very, very different birds, but we were dodging the poo. As you can imagine, there were birds flying everywhere. So yeah, it was a laugh. I'm using tropical chic stamps and the matching dies, and I've cut it down there to a 9.5 by 9.25 again, just to fit into that current scrapbook that I'm filling. Just going to matte that picture just so it's got a white frame, so it's lifted from that background, because the picture colour is very similar to the background of the papers that I've chosen there. So that white, just by framing it, will just allow it to pop a little bit on that page. So it was a very hot and humid day, and we had some lunch in the restaurant there, which was nice. I actually was thinking about the nasi lemak that I had there actually. I do miss eating that. I do miss Malaysian food actually. Just showing there a couple of little stickers that I've got, the Malaysian flag, some little tropical stamps, and the alphas, which are from Hobbycraft, the gold ones. So what I'm going to do now is just stamp out loads of different images of the leaf stamps. So I do all different ones all over this piece of card. And I've done it on a nice green. That it's this very, very similar light green that's in the papers there. So you can see now I've just keep filling that A4 sheet with just different ones, which I'm then going to die cut. And then I can kind of feed them in around that photo that I've got. I'm not fussy cutting. I am using the dies. I'm just cutting each strip down, just so it's easier to run through my mini die machine there. The flowers that I've stamped all come with corresponding dies to cut out the actual outline, but you can also cut out just the leaves in a colour of your choice, which you'll see in a moment. So I'm doing it here. So I've got that same paper that I've just used on my background, and then that die there just cuts very, very thin leaf effect die cuts, you can see there. And again, they look really fun, so I just go ahead and just cut loads of them. So you can see everything I've got here. Now I have cut this red hibiscus and I did stamp it, but I don't end up using it. It just kind of got a bit lost, and I end up fussy cutting, which you'll see now. I'm going into the paper pack and pulling out the hibiscus printed ones, and I end up going for this one here. They're really nice, vibrant coloured flowers there. So they're the ones that I choose. I don't think I pull anything else out. I think that was it. Oh yes, and the hornbill. So that's the main attraction, I would say, at the bird park, is the hornbill, who always comes to see you when you're eating. Although, yeah, he did both occasions, because me and Neil went there the first time, and then we took my mum and dad and also my husband's parents to there as well. And on all three occasions, so it was 3 times, we saw the hornbill. Lovely bird, really, really nice. So there he is. So he's going to be on my scrapbook page. And then I just start laying it all down, really. So I don't stick anything down first. I just go around and just kind of see how it's going to look. I can move things around, add things, take things away. It's so much better to do that first than stick it and then realise that actually you've done something you don't like, and you run the risk then of taking it apart and ruining it. So at least doing it this way. But you can see that green card that I stamped on really does start to bring out the outline of those leaves within that paper. So it's a nice colour to use. So I've decided that's where the picture's going. So just get that stuck down in place. And then I'm just going to, I don't end up keeping him there. I was still unsure where to put the hornbill. But I just go around now and start feeding in all of those leaves and die cuts. And I fussy cut the hibiscus flower shortly and get that hornbill placed as well. So this is the fun bit. So still trying to work out where I'm going to put him. He just didn't look right on the front, but I was, and then I think I opted for down the bottom in the end. Just seemed to work much better there, and then my message or title for this page will end up going along the top. I'm putting on a little bit of foam, and then I'm just gluing the bits there just so he was all level with everything else. So you can see that I've fussy cut that hibiscus flower, which is really nice, and it complements the hornbill, and I popped one down by him as well. And again, just popping little bits of foam on the backs there just to lift it up so it doesn't drop behind the picture. A few more little ones you can see there. I think to use them, but then I don't. I just stick with the ones that I've got there, and it's starting to really come together. So I've got that little Malaysian flag. These flag stamps I picked up from Walmart. They're really handy, and it's a nice little thing to put on your scrapbook page, just as another little kind of nudge to obviously the country you were visiting. And it's always good to remember your flags, something I was never good at. Then I've got these stickers, so those ones there, and I'm just, again, they had the same leaves that I printed, so that I stamped even, sorry, so I'm just popping a couple of them in. It just gives a different dimension, that's all. Just bringing in my T-square ruler there to do my title, which is very straightforward. It was Bird Park. So just, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the Bird Park, so that's what I stuck with. So I'm just deciding there where to have it, and then just go and lie them all down. Like I said, they're from Hobby Craft. Very inexpensive. I think maybe £1.50, something like that. So that's all laid out, that's all in place, and I'm going back through again, looking through those papers, because I think I decided I wanted to frame my message. It looked a little bit lost behind the paper, so I'm bringing in some a matching strip there, and then you'll see me now get that stuck down, and then I just pop the Bird Park message right along there again, and it didn't make it so lost, and it just lifted it up, which was much better. So that pattern paper is really nice on that side as well, which I have used for other projects, but it's not completely plain. It has got tiny, it's almost like a sack material, so it's got very, very tiny little squares in it. And then I just go along and actually line it up now with the bottom of that strip that I just cut out, and put them a little bit closer together this time, because again they were a little bit far apart. If you keep things kind of grouped, I wanted it all still close to that picture. Everything's kind of still down within that right hand side. Then I've got my gilding wax. The gold from the Bird Park made me feel it just needed a little bit more glimmer, so I just go around and just rub in this gold all the way around it, and you can see how it catches on the light there. Again, it's something you can't really see too much here, but you will notice it in the pictures. Then I've got my trusty butterflies again. The first one I chose, and I've stuck it down, and you can see there that shimmering, and it looks really, really nice. It's a very simple, very quick layout. The longest part was the die cuts, but I think and I hope that you really like it. So that's this week's scrapbook page from me. Please subscribe to my channel if you've enjoyed today's, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye.